Buying your first car is exciting. It is also one of the easiest ways to make a financial mistake that follows you for years. The moment a seller knows you are new to this, the dynamic shifts against you. Dealers know you are not experienced with pricing. Private sellers know you might not spot a problem, and the market has no shortage of cars that look like solid deals right up until the repair bills start showing up 3 months later. Before we get into the list, understand one thing. The best first car is not the coolest car you can afford. It is the most financially safe car you can afford. Those are two very different things, and this entire video is built around that difference. This video covers the 10 best budget cars for first-time buyers in the United States right now. Every car on this list is based on real market pricing, real ownership data, and actual reliability records, not personal favorites, not hype, just what makes sense for your money. Starting at number 10, the Hyundai Venue. New, the Venue runs around $19,650. That makes it one of the cheapest new vehicles with an SUV-style body you can find in the American market today. You get a raised seating position, standard Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, and Hyundai's 5-year, 60,000-mile bumper-to-bumper warranty. That warranty is especially valuable when you have no repair fund and no experience diagnosing what is wrong with a car. The peace of mind that comes from knowing you can walk into any Hyundai dealer for 5 years and not pay for a covered repair is something a lot of first-time buyers underestimate until they actually need it. The real trade-off is under the hood. 121 horsepower is manageable in a city. On a highway, on ramp, or through hilly roads, it struggles. You will feel it when you need to merge quickly or pass someone. If your daily driving is mostly flat and urban, the Venue works fine. If you spend a lot of time on fast roads, in rough terrain, or carrying passengers regularly, you will outgrow it fast. Number 9, the Kia Soul. At around $19,990 new, the Soul's boxy, upright shape is not a design accident. It creates a cabin that feels significantly roomier than the car's footprint suggests. 147 horsepower, 33 miles per gallon on the highway, and the same solid warranty structure. Hyundai uses loading groceries, gear, or a passenger's oversized luggage into the Soul is noticeably easier than in a traditional sedan at this price. The Soul is not built to be exciting. It is built to be useful every single day, and for most first-time buyers, that matters a lot more than anything else. Number 8, the Chevrolet Trax. The 2024 Trax is a complete redesign from General Motors, and it looks genuinely impressive for the price around $20,400. You get a subcompact SUV with a modern interior, automatic emergency braking as standard, and 32 miles per gallon on the highway. The interior design is fresher than most competitors at this price, and the technology feels current rather than a generation behind. The reason it's at number 8 is simple. There is not enough long-term data on this generation yet. The Civic and Corolla have decades of ownership history behind them. The new Trax does not. Early owner reviews have been positive, but positive early reviews are not the same as a 5-year reliability track record. If you want something fresh and stylish at this price, it is worth a look. If reliability is your top concern, there are better proven options higher on this list. Number 7, the Nissan Sentra. The 2024 Sentra starts at approximately $20,390 and leads the entire segment in highway fuel economy at 39 miles per gallon. For someone driving long commutes, that fuel efficiency adds up to real savings over a year. The interior is also quieter and more refined than most cars at this price point, which makes a genuine difference on a daily basis. Here is the honest warning, though. Nissan's CVT transmissions in older Sentras roughly 2013 through 2019 had well-documented failure problems that were expensive to repair. The current generation has improved, but the brand's reliability reputation in long-term surveys still trails Honda and Toyota. Buying the 2024 new is a reasonable decision. Shopping for a used Sentra from the affected years without a thorough mechanical inspection from an independent shop is a risk that is simply not worth taking when better options exist at similar prices. Number 6, the Mazda 3. Starting at around $22,550, the Mazda 3 is the most premium-feeling car on this list by a clear margin. The interior quality, the way it drives, and the overall refinement are clearly above what you would expect at this price. competitors at the same dollar amount feel like economy cars. Inside, the Mazda 3 does not. With the larger engine, you get up to 191 horsepower, and even the base model handles well enough that you will not feel like you made a compromise. If budget allows and driving experience is something you actually care about, the Mazda 3 is the most enjoyable car here to live with every day. Mazda's reliability record has been consistently strong in recent years, with low unexpected repair costs reported across multiple model years. The practical consideration is dealership coverage. Mazda's network is smaller than Honda's or Toyota's, and that matters if something does go wrong under warranty. If you live near a Mazda dealer, this is a non-issue. If you are in a rural area and the nearest dealer is an hour away, factor that into the decision before you sign anything. Number 5, the Kia Forte. Just under $20,000 new, the Forte is one of the most affordable new cars you can buy in the United States right now. 147 horsepower, 36 miles per gallon on the highway, and the full Kia warranty package. Running costs are low and reliability has been solid across recent model years. For a first-time buyer who needs to minimize their monthly financial exposure, the Forte gets the job done cleanly and affordably. What it does not do is make driving feel like anything more than transportation. The Forte is dependable, affordable, well-covered transportation. That is the complete description. If you need to keep the payment down and keep costs low, it is a perfectly sensible pick. But if driving enjoyment factors into your decision at all, the Mazda 3 or the Civic is worth the extra money. You will notice the difference from the first week. Number 4, the Hyundai Elantra. At around $21,000 new, the Elantra combines genuinely sharp exterior styling with 38 miles per gallon on the highway and Hyundai's best-in-class warranty coverage. For an original buyer purchasing new, that powertrain coverage runs 10 years or 100,000 miles. That is not a small thing. Most first-time buyers are not sitting on a savings account that can absorb a $4,000 transmission repair. A 10-year powertrain warranty reduces the financial risk of ownership in a way that is genuinely practical, not just marketing language. One thing to know if you are shopping used Elantras: certain trims from 2011 through 2019 were affected by engine-related recalls tied to Hyundai's Theta 2 engine, which was linked to engine seizure and fire risk in documented NHTSA reports. The current generation is not affected, but before buying any used Hyundai from that era, run the VIN through the recall database at nhtsa.gov. It is free, it takes 2 minutes, and it protects you from one of the most serious used car risks in this segment. Number 3, the used Toyota Camry. This entry is specifically for buyers who want more car for their money and are patient enough to shop the used market carefully. A Camry from model years 2018 through 2021 is available in the American market for roughly $16,000 to $22,000 depending on mileage and condition. At the lower end of that range, you are getting a mid-size sedan that would have cost over $27,000 new just a few years ago. The Camry has a well-documented history of lasting 250,000 to 300,000 miles with basic, consistent maintenance. Annual costs average around $388 according to Repairable data. The cabin is spacious, the ride is smoother than any compact on this list, and the build quality exceeds what most $20,000 new cars can offer. A clean Camry from this era, with a verified service history and a clear pre-purchase inspection, represents one of the strongest used car values a first-time buyer can find anywhere in the current market. That inspection is not optional. Budget $100 to $150 for a check from an independent mechanic, not the seller's shop, not the dealer's service bay. An independent. That inspection tells you what the photos, the listing description, and even the test drive cannot reveal. Number 2, the Honda Civic. New Civics start at around $23,950. Used models from 2019 onward can be found for as low as $14,000 in good condition, which makes the Civic genuinely accessible across multiple budget levels. That flexibility is part of what makes the Civic so consistently strong for first-time buyers. Repairable puts average annual maintenance at around $368. Highway fuel economy is 36 miles per gallon. Resale value consistently ranks among the strongest in the entire compact car segment, which means you lose less money on depreciation over the years you own it. That matters when you eventually want to sell or trade, and the reliability record across the last several generations has been excellent without any significant exceptions. Where first-time buyers regularly get hurt in the Civic's used market is pricing. Because the Civic's reputation is so well established, sellers price accordingly. A high-mileage car with a clean exterior and fresh tires gets listed like it has no history at all. Before you make an offer on any used Civic, open Kelley Blue Book or Edmunds, enter the exact year, mileage, trim, and condition, and find out what the car is actually worth. Then stick to that number. Then get the independent inspection regardless of how clean the car looks. The Civic's brand reputation does not protect you from a specific car with specific hidden problems. Number 1. The Toyota Corolla. New models start at around $22,050. Used Corollas from 2018 through 2022 are widely available in the American market between $13,000 and $19,000, often priced slightly lower than a comparable used Civic simply because demand is a bit softer, which works in your favor as a buyer. The Corolla gets 38 miles per gallon on the highway. Annual maintenance averages around $362, the lowest on this list. Toyota's reliability record on the Corolla is not a marketing claim. It is backed by decades of consistent, independent data from Consumer Reports, J.D. Power, and long-term owner surveys across millions of vehicles and multiple generations. No significant widespread reliability issues exist on the current model. The Corolla earns the top spot not because it is the most exciting car here, it is not, but because it carries the lowest financial risk of anything on this list. It starts at a fair and competitive price, costs very little to maintain, holds its value better than most alternatives, and is statistically unlikely to deliver an expensive, unexpected repair in the first 5 to 7 years of ownership. That combination of low entry cost, low running cost, and low risk is exactly what a first-time buyer needs. If you are buying used, the 2019 through 2022 model years are the strongest value range. Look into Toyota's certified pre-owned program if your budget allows. CPO vehicles pass a factory-backed multi-point inspection and come with extended warranty coverage for a buyer with no mechanical experience and no emergency repair fund. That added protection is worth the modest price premium. Now, before you walk into any dealership or respond to any private listing, do one thing first. Sit down and calculate your actual full monthly cost. That means your car payment, your insurance premium, your estimated fuel cost, and a basic monthly maintenance reserve. First-time buyers under 25 in the United States typically pay between $2,000 and $3,500 a year on insurance alone, depending on their location, their driving record, and the car they choose. That is real money leaving your account every single month before you spend $1 on fuel or maintenance. Build every one of those numbers into your budget before you commit to anything. Do not skip the pre-purchase inspection on any used vehicle. Do not pay for dealer add-ons you did not walk in asking for. Gap insurance, paint protection, fabric coating, and extended warranties are all negotiable or avoidable, and dealers routinely mark them up significantly. Do not let a salesperson create urgency around any vehicle. The right first car is one that stays out of the shop, fits your real monthly budget, and keeps running without surprises for years. For most buyers in most situations, that car is the Corolla. Now you know why.